Breaking right now, FDNY officials are investigating a deadly fire that has taken the life of a 63-year-old woman. Eyewitness News reporter Derek Waller joins us live from Queens Village with details. Good morning, Derek.
Michelle, good morning. The FDNY, they were able to knock down this fire, but not before a woman died. I want you to take a look over here across the street. You can see there's actually investigators inside the first floor of this home here on 219th Street right now. They're looking for clues, trying to figure out how this started and how this woman died. We do have some cell phone video to show you, showing those intense flames shortly after 11 o'clock last night. How that fire started is still a mystery this morning. Investigators are on the scene. A 63-year-old woman was trapped inside on the first floor, unable to help herself out, her family says, because she previously suffered a massive stroke.
She had a stroke too, like a massive stroke. So her left side, the foot and hand not too working properly. Very nice woman. My aunt was a beautiful woman. Beautiful. And I'm so shocking to see that this happened to her.
And so again, back out here live at the scene in Queens Village, you see investigators here. We have fire marshals and the medical examiner here as well. Also police, because we have a death investigation now. Again, a 63-year-old woman died in this fire last night. The cause still undetermined at this time. Reporting live here in Queens Village, I'm Derek Waller, Channel 7 Eyewitness News. Derek,
all right, and some breaking news out of Queens this morning. A fire rips through a home, taking the life of a woman inside.
All right, let's get right out to Pix 11's Jennifer Bisram, who's live from Queens Village with a lot more. Jen, give us what you know this hour.
Good morning to you, Craig and Kala. You know, it's always sad when a fire rips through a home. It's even worse when someone inside dies. Take a look this morning. There is still a very active scene here. Investigators are still here. The street still blocked off. This again after a fire ripped through a two-story home here, taking the life of a 63-year-old woman who lived inside. Now take a look at some video we do have here for you showing the home engulfed in flames. Firefighters were called to the home here on 219th Street near Hillside Avenue in Queens Village just before midnight. Officials say it didn't take fire crews too long to put out the fire. Once they did, that's when they discovered the 63-year-old woman inside. She was on the first floor, unresponsive, and sadly she died a short time after. Now we're told that woman had a stroke recently and used a wheelchair and walker to get around. One reason why she may have been trapped inside when the fire broke out. Now loved ones and neighbors were emotional, as you can understand, after finding out the news that she lost her life. We talked with one family member. Take a listen.
And my aunt was doing very great, to be honest. My mom is the eldest sister, and I'm so shocking to see that this happened to her. Very nice woman. My aunt was a beautiful woman. Beautiful.
Another live look at the scene here this morning. You can see investigators standing in front of that home. They've been going in and out since we arrived this morning. Now, it is still unclear if there were fire alarms inside of that home, smoke detectors inside of that home, and it's still unclear exactly how that 63-year-old woman died. Of course, as we get more information, we will certainly bring that to you throughout this morning newscast. But again, the cause of this fire remains under investigation. We are live in Queens Village this morning. Jennifer Bisram, Pix 11 News.
All right, Jen.
To our top story, the investigation now underway into the cause of a deadly house fire in Queens overnight. Here's video showing the flames as they ripped through a 2.5-story house on 219th Street. Firefighters were called to the scene just after 11 o'clock last night. A 63-year-old woman was pronounced dead. She was found unconscious on the first floor. Family members distraught to hear the news.
It was really hardcore because I know this girl since I was a little child growing up. I used to live with her when I got married. I stayed at her house for a lot of years. It felt very, very hurtful and terrible to see that she passed away like this.
The medical examiner was called in and will now try to determine an exact cause of death.
5:02 right now. New this morning, we're learning about a deadly fire overnight in Queens. The victim was found by firefighters on the first floor of the home after the flames were put out. Today in New York's Tracy Strayhan's in Queens Village right now with the latest. Tracy.
Well, Darlene, now that the flames are out, the investigation is still very much underway, and they're on the first floor right now. That's where that 63-year-old woman was discovered unconscious and unresponsive shortly after those flames were finally put out. Let's show you video now of what it looked like here on 219th Street around 11:10 last night. Now, authorities say this started on the first floor of the home, right near Hillside Avenue. Emergency crews were met with heavy smoke and flames. Neighbors, fearing the worst, called 911, but that 63-year-old woman, whose family says she depended on the use of a wheelchair, was not able to make it out alive and was pronounced dead. We spoke to her family members as they came to the scene.
Because I know this girl since I was a little child growing up. I used to live with her when I get married. I stayed at her house for a lot of years. It felt very, very hurtful and terrible to see that she passed away.
The identity of the victim found dead here has not yet been released. We also know that a firefighter suffered minor injuries while battling this fire. It didn't take them long to put out, but the cause of it so far has not been determined. We are live.
Wah, bisa invading dia dengan